All right, everybody, we're going to do a midterm problem. That's a scale-up question. It's fuzzy here, but you have a clear version in front of you right now. I will be posting a blank version of this and the answer version of this with the video notes, so you'll have access to everything. You will be proposing a synthesis of an ester. You have to figure out the alcohol and carboxylic acid that you need to buy to make the ester. Everything you need is in the name of the ester. And this particular ester has two names. It can be called isobutyl myristate, or it can be called 2-methyl-1-propyl myristate. It is my strong suggestion that you find the carboxylic acid portion first. It comes from the end of the name of the ester. The carboxylic acid has been changed from ending with ic acid to ending with ate. So the acid you are buying is myristic acid. Okay? Myristic acid. The alcohol you're buying is one of two names. Isobutyl alcohol. I hope you see how that came from the first name. It may be in the catalog under isobutanol, or it's in the catalog under 2-methyl-1-propyl alcohol, comma, or 2-methyl-1-propanol. These are what we'll be looking up. I will pause the video. Sorry, that doesn't look very clean, but it says 2-methyl-1-propanol. You'll also be looking up para-toluene sulfonic acid. Oops, whole name. And we're also going to be figuring out what volume of ester we need to make. So that would be our first calculation. Volume of a cylinder is pi r squared times length. On the midterm, it's even easier than this. It's not a cylinder. It's a box. A box's volume is length times width times height. This is the last time I'm going to tell you that. Do not use meters. Nobody sells things in meters cubed. Things are sold in centimeters cubed. What's another way to say centimeter cubed? We have to know for the rest of our lives, if we pretend to be interested in health careers even remotely, what is another way to say centimeters cubed? A centimeter cubed is this big, and a liter is, you can't see my hands. They're this big by this. It's 1,000 times bigger. Remember, a centimeter is the width of the nail of your pinky. That is not a liter when you do a centimeter by centimeter by centimeter. What's another way to say centimeter cubed, please? I haven't heard it yet. You have to know this for the rest of your life, so this is not trivial. Milliliter is centimeter cubed. If doctors just say cc, and they assume you know that means centimeters cubed. So ladies and gentlemen, convert the meters to centimeters. 18 meters times, there are 100 cents in a dollar, which is the same as 100 centimeters in a meter. And this is the diameter over here. That's not the radius. The radius equals 1.450 meters times 100 centimeters per 1 meter equals 145.0 meters. The volume equals pi times 145 centimeters squared times 1,800 centimeters. I want somebody to work that out for me and give me the answer. What did we get as an answer first? If you don't have pi in your calculator, you can use 3.1415. Half the diameter is the radius. Are we worried about that next week? Can I have an answer for the volume, please? It's going to be a pretty boring spot on the video. That's all I'm saying. And what are the units for that? Centimeters cubed. So if that is the right answer, then we had a terrible mistake in this morning's lecture, which I suspect is true. I think they forgot to square the 145, and nobody caught it. So all this work from this morning. Okay. All right. We have corroboration. We're going to get corroboration on every answer before we move on. Does a second student also have this answer? I like it. Okay. That's the volume. I want to remind you, this is the actual yield. The gentleman named Richard Branson has offered you money if you can actually produce that amount of chemical and give it to him. You have to actually make that amount. What's the equation for percent yield? Actual yield over theoretical yield times 100. We need to figure out the theoretical yield because we're given the percent yield. Theoretical yield equals actual over percent. This is just algebra, everybody. No magic going on here. Equals 1188,93574 centimeters cubed over, do not freak out on me here, 72.6. I did not invent that number. Tell me where it came from. There are conditions you must obey. They will be the same 3 conditions on your exam. They will all have different numbers than the conditions here. You will be not amazed that the format will be exactly the same because I took an old midterm, I edited this with a different picture, I edited these 3 numbers, I edited the name of the ester, and that's going to happen again for next Wednesday. So, does somebody have this worked out for me? It's going to be over 100 and, well, that'll go up to 134, 150, I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out where we are in the 118 million. My guess is it's going up to about 140 million. I don't know. I want you to tell me. 2 students need to corroborate the answer. 16376 5253. Let's just go with more than 6 sig figs is plenty, and that's centimeters cubed. And reminder, that's your theoretical yield. Did somebody else get that same answer? Yay. Okay. Now we're gonna stop the video. First segment's over.